What's going on, you guys, and welcome to Stranded Alien Dawn. I'm working on a survival series here, and let me tell you what we've done. I guess it's easier just to show you. This is the bug's favorite wall to attack, so I'm currently upgrading it to the concrete level. I've got my hay, my sticks, and my wood. I've got some more wood, hay, and sticks. I have my food, and I have my resources. On top of that, I've added in a couple areas to kill off bug spawns because they just love spawning in my base. Every time I add a new one, they find a new place to spawn. So, with that said, I think it's time to construct all of these. I want to begin working on the animals. I keep saying, oh, now I'm gonna do the animals in like the next couple videos, and a couple videos passes, and I still haven't worked on the animals. However, I think in one video I did say around year 10 I was gonna get to it, so we're just about to year 10, so let's get to it. So the first thing I'm gonna have to do is construct all of the sheds. I'm gonna have to figure out. That's the thing. Once I begin adding in the animals into here, everything's gonna start killing them. However, all that means I just have to go out and tame some more, bring them back, rinse, repeat until I have my grouping. So I think I'm going to convert this section into where I keep my males and my females, my main male and my main female breeder. And there are 3 types, so I'll be able to get those thrown in here. So let me cancel that one. Let me cancel that one. And let me move this one. Was that a regular animal spot? I think that was a regular animal spot. Yeah, it's a regular animal spot. Okay, deconstruct, cancel, 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 and cancel. Alright, so I have to reconfigure this right here. I wasn't aware of what I was going to do with this area, so I kind of botched the plan. Alright, so that's the first pair, that's the second pair, and I'll have just enough room to put my third pair, the breeders for this area. Now, actually, I think I might be able to get away with, let's cancel that, this one. So move this one and there. So I think I can get away with one of the animals. I think they're a little bit smaller, so I can put 2 of them there and then split up the other 2 larger breeders. And there, perfect. And then on top of that, let me queue up this building. And there, all ready to go. However, I'm gonna pause the construction of the food bins, just temporarily. I don't want to really concern myself with them currently. And I'm under attack, so got plenty of things to do. Don't really need to focus on the food. Where am I being attacked from? Okay, over by Big Tree. Garrison. Garrison. Where is Simon? Simon, I believe I have a weapon for you. I do not. Edmund will have one for you here shortly, though. No, he won't. He's cutting. Finish that pulse rifle. That's gonna be your weapon. Nearly done. Come on. Because then I'll just have Rita to worry about. What are you doing? Oh. Pick up that pulse rifle. There you go. Good job. Alright, Rita reached construction level 7. Draft everybody to the roof. To this flank. Oh, come on, Edmund. Why are you out there, dude? Alright, Rita. Draft you. Let's get you up on top of the roof as well. That way these guys don't come around the other side. Run, Edmund, run. Get these guys to flip around. Perfect. Get them to come down the field. Very good. Very good. Good job. Okay, now I just wait for them all to die. See what's going on with the rest of my base. Alright, so begun to get some of this worked up. This needs to be constructed for the most part. Looks like she's begun work on that section of the enclosure. Just trying to see if I can get her to engage. There we go. Insufficient skill level. Ew. Well, Rita can't do anything, so she's going to be excellent bait if she's down here eating. It'll force these bots to go where I need them to go. At least I hope they will. Eight more left, and they're all over here. Come on. Hurry up, the rest of you. Perfect. And that gets them all to come over here. And there. That's done. Finally. So I'm not sure if I did it, but a little bit in the last episode, I got the automated printers going, and then the research behind them to print up the CPU cores, the power cells, and the electronics, as well as the carbon nanotubes that are, standard for it to start with. It's known as a carbon nanotube printer, and then it gets upgraded through a little bit of research. But I got that going. I've got my survivors making weapons finally. Got all of my resources pretty much taken care of, and then decided to upgrade this entire back wall to concrete, which is why I now have a concrete deficit. I don't really have a deficit. It's just waiting to be converted. So let me go ahead and go over to the concrete. And whenever these two are done, it'll start baking concrete for me. And I can get that wall done significantly faster. I have a ton of stone, which stone's right here. Ton of stone. which currently I don't need to increase my stockpiles, so I might consider bringing them to about here. And then as for the storage, again, I don't have a need currently, but who's to say that I don't survive for 20 years and I get everything, stockpiled, and I'm gonna need it all the way to here as well, because I have so many things that I'm working on and things are breaking and constant repairs. Who knows? We'll see. But another successful defense as usual. Pretty sure you guys are getting tired of hearing me say that after every single one. So from now on, when we get done with one, obviously you know it was successful. Duh. Got it. Put me in, coach. No. Just go ahead and sit me down. Fun times. I really love this design. A little hallway, if you will, it just goes right through. So I do have plans for this upper section. I don't plan on working on it until I get the foundation done, or at least started, as I've done with over here. I want to convert this entire place to concrete at the very least. If not, I was hoping to get carbon nanotubes, but that's looking like that's just, up in smoke. I'm going to need to really, really make an absolute ton of gasoline. Like every time I get attacked, I'm going to have to harvest everybody, immediately get it converted into gasoline. That's pretty much, their future. So speaking of, well, this one's making what? That one's making pickled vegetables, that's making pickled vegetables, that's making ale. This is no longer making pickled vegetables, this is making paws. Gasoline. Forevermore. That one's making kimchi, that one's making wine, that one's making kimchi, that one's making nothing. And I said pause to pause the game. Boom, fuel forever. I didn't want the security signal to interrupt me. But speaking of, it's been a while since I've been out on an expedition that was mandatory. Well, they're not really mandatory, but it's been a while. So let me send Rita. Rita doesn't have a weapon, so this is going to be interesting. And it's just a security alert, though. Generally, I don't think there's any harm in these ones. It's just going and checking on something. If there's some sort of beast or any trouble, I will tell her to come back, as losing her is just dumb. So, just waiting on the concrete. And that'll craft up relatively quickly. I have Katina handling the various furnaces. That one's making concrete. This one's making the metal alloy from scrap metal. And then it'll make concrete. So plenty of concrete coming my way. Wall's already beginning to come together. With the carbon nanotube gate. Reconstruction. Carbon nanotube. I hate spending carbon nanotubes when I don't have them. Print one because I need the fence. Yeah, so I'll print one. An 858 on that. Let me take a look at see what's going on over here in the trap field. I got the research for the graphene solar cell. Let me see how much power this produces. 60, okay. That's a slight improvement. Let me go ahead and place a couple, because you know how much I love throwing my resources away, you guys. Let's see if we can put a couple of them over here too. No, I can't. Okay. And press play. Expedition complete. Security signal. Free barbecue. Butcher as many enemies as you can. Chance is small for some survivors, but poses a risk. Chance is small. Never mind. Unfortunate. That crew is lost. But anytime it says that there's a chance to find a survivor, I'm going to do it. I heard that there was a possibility of gaining more survivors. So with that being said, I'm going to add a couple more wooden beds. Wherever there's only one bed, there will now be two. Hold on. But they need to be placed where they're going to go. In the, they're ultimately going to go. Like that. And then Samantha's will get moved over here when I get another survivor. This one will be moved over there. You know, just to match like this. Okay. That's all taken care of. Research. It's 3 hours. I want to try and get some of I want to get all of the ones that just have an hour in them taken care of. Yeah. We'll get those one going first. Get all of the quick researches completed. That way I can be done with research and I can work on the things that are important. As for getting my survivor's intellect up, Samantha's pretty much it. She's the pinnacle. And the smartest of all my people. I wish there was other means to get my intellect up. I mean, there might be some missions, perhaps. Like, I know there's a couple different types. Or, not a couple different types. I know there's one. I think it was the Mist, the Living Mist mission, or a different mission, kind of like it of sorts, where you'll go on the mission and something will happen, and like the last time I did one, Ken, he got bonus HP. Time before that, I sent my survivor Melody, I think it was, out on it, and she immediately got, or no, it was Rita. I sent Rita out and she immediately maxed out her intellect from 2 to 10. So I could potentially do those missions to get those upgrades, which would be, you know, equally as amazing. Have everybody smart, get them all worked on with their healing. I think I can get them leveled up by playing video games. Yet you laugh, but there's VR games in this game that have specific roles attached to them, where you can gain XP and specific abilities. Yeah, video games make you smart. Depends on the game, honestly. But yeah, video games make you smart. To an extent. Some games they're just mind-numbing. Like Call of Duty, you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And there's no real intellect involved in it, it's just repetition. Which I'm kind of over those kind of games. Though not entirely. I'm kind of over Call of Duty, I should say. You know, Battlefield 6 looks amazing. I'm thinking about getting into it. If I haven't already. Like, it's still early September. I need to talk to somebody about it. Potentially get it shared. Insufficient? What am I missing? Oh. These cost 3 apiece. Okay, that's why I need those electronics. Ken, you busy? Yes, no, maybe so. Well, you're about to be. About to be real busy. Go give me some electronics, buddy. You know the drill. Scrap metal, electronics. And I guess I can work on certain sections of the traps. Let me see, where do they end at? Right here? Yeah, okay, so let me start with this section. I'll allow the construction of those. And that brings me to 383 more scrap metal that I need to procure. which she'll get that done while doing this. Rita's working on the construction. Never mind. She was working on all this. So it does go in the pattern that you build it. So since I built the shacks before I built the beds, she's going to build all of the shacks first. And then she's going to work on the beds that I placed in that order. And I put the shacks before the beds so that I knew the pattern that I was going to place the beds in. Alright, do I have a mission that's going on? No, Rita's back. Rita is back. Expedition. Expedition, take a look at my fuel. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm making fuel again. Expedition. Cruise ship debris. Anybody making a weapon? We got 7 of them? Hold on. Oh. Where's Rita at? Rita, I got something for you. You were the proud owner of a brand new pulse rifle. Come on down. If the price is right. And it's always right. In the host of malice. The host. Yes, the host. In the house of malice. Good God. Come on, brain. Oh, God, kill me. Good times. Hopefully you guys are enjoying my fails. This is worse than the time that I drank. At least I think so. I haven't even gone back and looked at that video. Or those 3 videos, to be honest. Those were the last 3 before I worked on this little cluster. For those of you that don't know how I operate with my recordings, let me see something real quick. So yeah, for those of you that don't know how I operate with my recordings, I record nightly. And I record about 2 to 3 videos a night, depending on how much time I have available to me. The reason I do this is it gives me time in case something happens to me. Like say, 6 months from now, a year from now. Like my plan is to get content scheduled ahead of time in case something very bad happens to me where I'm out of commission for several months. You'll have your daily fix. That's the main plan. The second plan, or the second reason, is if I go on vacation, you'll have your daily fix. If I want to take a short break for just whatever, you'll have your daily fix. It's all about getting you guys your daily content stacked up. Just in case. You know, it's a crazy world we live in, and anything can happen to anybody at any given time. You know, any day can be your day. And if you guys enjoy the content, you know, I want to leave you with as much as I can. Let's see here. I think I found a kitchen module, cruise ship, easy way. Let me see if there's anything about a survivor. Nope. Do whatever you can to get there, pose some risk. I mean, the scrap will be nice, but let's see what you can do with getting in there. Oh, he's going to bring back food and I think scrap. So it's always good to go with those bonus little missions there. We'll find out if that's true if he brings back scrap metal. And so plenty of electronics are being crafted up. Let me see. Let me do this until 10, just so I can have 10 on the hand at any given time. We got 5 of these in stock, but I need 10, not enough resources. Limit reached. After everything's said and done, I'm gonna get that one to make electronics as well. I'm waiting for resources, and this one, hold on. This one will be until 10. And then I can remove that one, which will free me up to make electronics. There we go. Getting it sorted out. Good times. Alright, so we're done with the cargo. We're done with the cargo. Come on, man, just slow down a little bit. Try to find food that's still edible. Collect as much onion. I just need to slow down the way I'm talking. Okay. Dismantle what's left of the cargo pod for scrap. Collect as much usable texture. Scrap. I've already got food. I've already got everything else. Speaking of food, I've got 20. I've got more food than I know what to do with. New resource, though. We got sweet meat bites and mushroom croquettes. Nice. Ken's on a food bench again. Oh, my knee. That wasn't a good pop. Oh, that kind of sucked a little bit. Oh. Yeah, I gotta remember I'm getting old. I can't just turn left or right anymore. No. God forbid. And I gotta do the what's that animal called? God, the penguin waddle. Good Lord, what is going on with my brain? I might need to go see a neurologist, figure out what's going on, get to the bottom of this, get to the root of the problem. This isn't good, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna tell me, hey, you need to lay up the Zaza. You gotta stop being buttered. I don't wanna. It keeps the dreams away. It really does, though. I actually get to sleep at night. And my body doesn't hurt as much as, well, it normally does. Who said it? I think it was it Dave Chappelle or Cat Williams? One of them said that this certain thing that I got, and I think it was Cat Williams. He said, weed's got that chemical in it called F it. You take one hit of this, and it's done. You got bills? Nope. I don't want to actually go and say the entire skit. If you want to see his skit, go ahead and take a look at it. Time for me to be attacked, as per usual. But attack from where? Huh. This is still a little weak, but getting upgraded slightly. Grab all my survivors that have a weapon, which is all of them, thank God. And bring them over here on top of the roof. And now we wait. And also while I wait, Mr. Garrison and Mrs. Garrison, come on down. Craft 1 AI core. Until 1. Craft weapons. I don't have anything to craft. Okay. Research. Back to the several hour researches. That's 12 hours, that's 12 hours, and that's 12 hours. A lot of them over here. Cool. Samantha, you're going to have your hands full here in a little bit. Don't worry, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. You're going to be very, very busy. And then you're going to have your hands free for the rest of the game. Look at that. I'm hooking you up for an extended vacation. Not really. She's still going to have to craft and such. Get away from my fence. Get away from my fence. Why would you do that? Why would you break my fence? Did y'all forget that I was in control? They're like, I'm the captain now. It's like, no, I'm still the captain. Back to the corner. Yoko, Rita, Edmund. Katina, I think. Shame on you. There. Now I've got them all ready to fight. Another thing I think I'm going to do, though, I'm going to bring him here. I'm going to put her here. And that should encourage the animals to run through. Yeah, I would put one here, but then I'd have to remove them rather quickly. As the animals will at least get to this one. This one, not so much. This one, definitely. I mean, they've only got 120 scarabs. 120 scarabs is literally to right here. Watch. Where people shooting, literally to right where my cursor's at. Let's see how much further they go. Because I'm not going to change angles, I'm not going to change nothing. I'm just going to leave my cursor here until everything's dead. I'm interested in to see how much further. Like I said, not too much further. Okay. Seems like some of them didn't get trapped in the back over there. They ran over. If you look in the second lane, there's a couple traps that didn't get activated as well in the other one. But no, they're all dead. This one, that one. Okay, one left, and it's literally right here stunned. Nope, wrong way. Do this and undraft. And since it's stunned and it's bleeding, it's about to die. Death. Right now. Good job. Alright, so what was I working on? Ah, yes. Working on the animals. So I have the first area locked down. Or is this the last area? It's the first area. So I have the first area locked down. Let me see what they prefer to eat, and then I'll begin to amass that in the fields. So this one likes grain. So let's get a little bit of that going on. Grain's actually really good to have a bunch of. Hold on, let me just remove field and let's go ahead and extend field. That's easier. Okay. And then I'm also going to put a bit of a grain field over here. Okay. So, let's construct these. It's time for animals. Time for the first animals, anyways. Dogs will come last. And reason being is I can't really support them. I'm not paying enough attention to my hunting duties. So once I begin to amass food in here with all of the larger meat group dinos, oh, this is an arc. Now you guys can see what I've been playing in my off time. Yeah. 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 It's a pretty fun game when it works. When the company isn't money hungry by their parent company. God, they messed up. Yeah, there's so many problems with that game, though, that have been pretty much plaguing the game since the last version. It seems like all the problems that plagued the last game came with it. as well as a brand new face. So there's some problems with the game still. I have, because I'm an idiot, I bought the season passes and all that stuff, so I've got the everything. Yeah. And then, yeah. So yeah, since I did spend as much money on that game as I did, I have to play it. I mean, it would be sacrilege not to. I don't want to waste my money. So yeah, I'm playing it, but I'm playing mods, so it's fine. I bought a couple mods. You know, I want to support those guys, the modders, more than I want to support the company. But the company does get a little slice of what the modders get, which, I mean, it's understandable. But at the same time, you're taking food out of their mouth. Those modders are doing really good things, and you're capitalizing on it. I mean, I guess that's the name of the game. They wouldn't have nothing to mod if there was no game, right? So the modders or the game developers are going to get a slice. Everybody's got to grease a wheel to get going somewhere in this world. So solar roofs are researched. Nice. Let me see what else is within my 12-hour range that I'm looking at. Pacifiers. And incendiary traps. Next, use the flamethrowers. Probably won't use any of these, but I'll still have them researched. I know I said I was going to use everything, but incendiary traps, that means I have to use gasoline or flamethrowers, and means I need to use gasoline. Unless I do like a third stage to the base. That's the only way. If I do a third little defensive zone. What was that? What did I just do? Aha! So you can see a list of all the things I've already researched. I had no idea. That's cool. Nice. And all my current jobs. So the next thing on the list is flamethrowers, which will be any second now. Boom. Those take too long. Usually I do it from the other way around. I go from left to right when it comes to researching the short ones that we're doing right now. There's no harm in going the other way, especially when I'm not going to use the majority of this stuff. Just getting the research to get it out of the way. And unlock anything that comes with it. Certain things come with certain unlocks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Oh, the heat wave is killing me. Ah. Well, that's unfortunate, to say the least. Hopefully I don't get attacked by flyers. If I do, it's game over. $62 unpowered devices. That's way too many. I need way more power. I really needed this upgrade. But daytime's here to save me, so. Saved by the sun. Saved by the thing that's causing the heat wave in the first place. Okay, so they're working on the animal sleeping spots now. I have to wait until the feeding spots are done for me to go and tame the animals. Okay. 1 slot per accepted item. 1 slot per accepted item. 1 slot per accepted item. You can see that they've giving me a way to manage my foodstuffs. Yeah. I was gonna put the foods that I needed where, but honestly, I don't know where they needed to go. And then I saw that little doozy. One slot per accepted item. Does that mean that I can... What does that mean? Does that mean it'll give me guaranteed variety? Or they just won't overstock everything and have to spoil? I'm confused. Either way. One slot per acceptable item. Where's my phone? I need to verify something right now. This is one of the downsides to releasing content the way that I'm releasing it. I'll explain here in a second. So yeah, the October 16th release date was for the Pokemon ZA game, which I've probably already jumped into by now heavily during the day, especially while I'm uploading these videos in the morning after I take my daughter to work. I'm not getting enough sleep. I think I might take a week off after I get done with this video. Yeah, this will be the third one. So after I get done with this video, I'm going to take a week off. You guys won't notice it. The videos will keep coming as usual for you guys. So that's one of the main reasons I'm doing this. Like, there's a couple channels out there that I like. And obviously, if I do end up getting out there, blowing up, there's going to be a few people that are going to enjoy my content. And they're going to enjoy it enough to get used to a regular viewing of every day at the same exact time. Like myself on certain people. I'm not going to say who, but there's two of them. And they need to step their game up. I'm not going to not continue to follow them, obviously, because, I like their content. But kind of hate waiting for a new video sometimes. Alright, so the sun's up again to save my life once more. This severe heat wave is really killing the power. As soon as it goes away, the wind will pick up again and we'll be back to business as usual. So I managed to scavenge 8 more electronics, which brings me up to a grand total of... You better attack me during the daytime or so help me God. I am not ready for this. Everybody get inside. Except for Ken. Construct those solar panels. No. Construct those 3 solar panels. Just for the time being. Whatever I can do to get more power generation, I'm gonna do it. Everybody crowd into the room. Let me see. Alright, so I'm making surplus. Thank God. How much is each of these pushing out? Full 60. Nice. And it's 1,500 hours, which means I should have enough time to finish off the flyers. Think about adding some more flak cannons. Alright, bring these up. Alright, so where are they? Rita. Go there, please. Ken. Edmund. Samantha. Vincent. And grab these guys because they're absolutely worthless. Not worthless in the sense you think I might be referring to. No, they're worthless in the range that they have on their weapons. So I'm going to use them as bait. Something that will draw the enemies in and force them to want to come through. Rita's another form of bait until she does what she does, because I know she always does it. She's always the first one to go and eat. Always. And Vincent. You know what? I think I might have enough resources to begin constructing a couple of these. I just don't have the power. I just don't have the power. So I'm gonna undraft Yoko. Who's left? That one undraft. You're not eating yet, Ken. Sorry, buddy. I need the power. I need to get as much of it as I can as quickly as I can. And that means building another one of those. And watching my power jump again. Yay, power spike. Nice. Severe heat wave. You gotta try harder than that. It's like, oh, okay, I'll just send a solar event. You know anything bad? No solar event. Oh, that would be the worst. Imagine them doing what they did on the hard mode for the desert. Oh, that was rough. I'm not gonna lie. Not overly fond of that playthrough. It was something else. Yeah, it was something else. A pain. That's what it was. Yeah, it was a pain. So Ken's working on the salvaging still. Huh. Okay. I mean, I guess. The cement's nearly done. If I didn't need metal, which metal's constantly being thrown in there, which means I have no scrap metal. For my traps, which 179 left until those are done. Research the pacifiers, which I believe those are used to tame one of the bugs. I can't remember. I've never really used it, though I do plan on using it. I don't think I can use it on this one, as the nests are comprised of the mantis and not the scarabs, or the brood mothers, I mean, which are the ones I think I can tame, or the shriekers, whatever which one I can tame. Those are in the other two maps. I think they're on the other two maps. I know they're on the first one. I believe they're on the second one, the desert. They're not on this one. This one's all mantis, and instead of giving me the carbon nanotubes, it gives me silica. Yeah. Useless. Useless when I can have endless amounts of silica whenever I want it. And it's often. Constantly making stuff. Constantly having to repair broken items. Alright, so let me see. I need metal. Right? Metal? Yeah, I need metal. I've got a decent amount of silica. I just need metal in order to continue my process. Okay. So not a bad one so far. to 58 unpowered devices because of that severe heat wave that's troubling me. Again, as soon as that heat wave is done, power will be back to 2 times. Probably even more now that I added in those 4 upgraded solar panels. Pumping out 60 apiece. That's an additional 240 power. That'll be coming my way. I think I was already at 1200 or 1400 and something of 17 or of 700. So I'll be looking good. Yeah. I'll be 1700 power production with a 700 power deficit. So I'll be actually 1,000 surplus. Yeah. Yeah. Can't wait. Go away, heat wave. Please just go away. Okay, so animals. Let me see. Gotta find them. I gotta find a male and a female. Ah. So you're a male. And you're a female. You're a female. You're a male. Get to it. And while I look for them, or while I work on them, I look for you two. You are a large female. Yes, you are. Is this your male? No, it's not. That's another female. Where's your male at? Is this him? There he is. Okay, large male. Ooh, excuse me. I'm not sure if you could hear that burp or not. Hopefully you couldn't. Okay, so who's interested in the animals? Activities. Ranching. Vincent. Well, I got our harvest bot now, so let's go ahead and do that. But he's also liking to work on construction, so let me do that. Now he is my rancher first. Although he is an excellent planter. Nope, sorry. Ranch. Rita? I mean, yeah, Rita. What am I doing? Making Vincent do it. Send Rita. Send Rita. She's the one that's interested. Okay, Rita. I need you to tame. So let me see. That's one of the larger species. So I'm going to... Let me see. Oh yeah, I was putting all the originals over here. Okay, put that there. Where'd it go? Lead. Lead to there. And they should take it through the gate. Going to pet the Noth. Alright. Taming a Shogu. Okay, I guess multiple can go and do some taming stuff. It's not like they want to do anything else yet. Cool. Alright, so animals, you guys. It's time. I have a few minutes to do it. Stop running, Shogu. There you go. Come on. Come on. Good Shogu. Good Shogu. Alright, you're gonna go here. Assign owner. One Shogu. Assign owner. One Knopf. Let me pause and figure out what they like. Alright, so you like to eat. Okay. Let me see here. Palm meat. That's one thing they like. There's the other Shogu. Where's the Knopf? There it is. The Knopf likes... What does it like? I can't see what it wants to eat. What's its taming food? Buttermelon. Okay. Strange. Okay. Buttermelon. And then what's that one's taming method? This one likes grain. Okay. Where's the grain at? There it is. Okay. So I can go over here and I can pre-plan these. This one is going to be grain. And maybe they want some buttermelon. I'll find out. Oh yeah, all I have to do is reassign their beds. A Shogu. The first Draka. And the other Draka. Do I have to lead him? Please tell me I don't have to lead him. Okay, somebody's already got him. Okay. What's going on over here? Anything? Nope. Okay. Just waiting. Getting that knot. Oh, the bot's doing it. Cool. And this one's harvesting and getting food. That's what's up. Okay. Store here first. Welcome to your home. Alright, so I have one more to tame, wherever it went. But unfortunately, that's all I have time for. 30 seconds. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Please smash that like. Other than that, you guys take care and stay safe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Later, guys. Sorry about that.